The wind blew gently through the small town of Willow Creek, where life moved quietly and everyone knew each other's name. It was the kind of place where change was rare, and surprises even rarer. That's why when 8-year-old Amelia, with her red backpack bouncing behind her, stopped dead in her tracks on the way home from school, something extraordinary was about to begin. Tucked between the abandoned flower shop and a rusted fence was a shadow. At first, Amelia thought it was just an old pile of blankets. But then, it moved. 2 eyes, tired, sunken, yet full of sorrow, looked back at her. It was a German shepherd, barely more than skin and bone. His ribs showed through his dirt-caked fur, and a deep scar ran along one of his hind legs. But it wasn't the injuries that made Amelia's heart break. It was the sadness, the sheer weight of abandonment in his eyes. She approached slowly, dropping to her knees. "I'm not gonna hurt you," she whispered, tears already forming in her eyes. He didn't move, just stared, as if unsure whether to trust a human ever again. She opened her lunchbox, pulled out her peanut butter sandwich, and gently slid it forward. To her amazement, the dog, after a long pause, crawled forward and ate. Every bite was slow, like he didn't believe it was real. Amelia named him Ranger because he looked like a soldier who had seen too many battles. Every day after school, she brought him food. No one else knew. She kept it a secret, afraid someone might chase him away. She brushed his tangled fur with her old doll's hairbrush, talked to him about her day, told him jokes and secrets, and every day Ranger inched a little closer. One afternoon, after feeding him, she whispered, "I'm gonna take you home someday. I promise." He licked her hand for the first time. It wasn't long before Amelia's parents noticed something was off. Her missing lunches, her muddy shoes, the hairbrush full of dog fur. One night, they followed her. What they saw stunned them. Their daughter, kneeling next to a scarred dog, petting him like an old friend. When they tried to approach, Ranger growled protectively. Amelia stood between them, arms out, shaking. "Please don't take him away. He's not bad. He's just hurt. Like I was after Grandma died." Silence. Then her mother began to cry. After a long discussion, they decided to take Ranger in, but only if he could be checked out by a vet. The vet gasped when she saw him. Ranger had a microchip. He had been missing for 4 years, lost during a move across state lines. His original owner? A retired war veteran who had passed away 2 years earlier. Ranger had likely been on his own ever since. The vet said, "It's a miracle he's alive. And it's even more of a miracle that a little girl saw something no one else did, his soul." With weeks of care, love, and food, Ranger transformed. His coat grew shiny, his limp faded, and his eyes, those broken, sorrowful eyes, began to shine. He slept at Amelia's feet every night, followed her to the bus stop, waited at the window until she came home. He became her protector, her best friend, her shadow. One day, at the school's show and tell, Amelia brought Ranger and told their story. By the end, even the strictest teacher had tears in her eyes. What no one expected was that Amelia's story would go viral. A teacher recorded her speech and posted it online. Within days, millions had seen it. News crews came. Donations flooded in for animal shelters in the town. But what shocked everyone the most? It wasn't the fame. It wasn't the transformation. It was what Amelia said when asked why she helped Ranger. She simply answered, "Because I knew what it felt like to be alone."